Hello folks, we are now live. I'm just putting out some notifications. Happy Sunday. And live on YouTube for our Sunday event. Get my sound check where I can hear it happily, and then yeah, sounds good. To work on that for a minute, honestly. So, welcome in. I hope everyone's doing great. So we got Apex Outlaw coming in and helping us out. Let's see. Just trying to figure out what is my quest. And let people know we're on. I'm typing a few notifications while we get going. Let me get little blue stack stuff. Hey Bobby G, how you doing? Thanks for being here so early. Appreciate it. You're doing well. We'll let the baby account know. Mick wins Swarm Sunday. You betcha. It is Swarm. Hello, Mick. Love seeing you guys dropping in. Thank you so much. You must have notifications turned on. I appreciate that. It's like the sound alerts. Things are going okay, so that's good. I can focus on talking to y'all and listening to the music while we play some Star Trek. There's a little bit of Marvel Strike Force hanging out in there too, so probably with this guy, I'll get these guys going like I usually do. Remember to check your syndicate chests if you haven't already. Check your syndicate chest. It's time. So early, should know from last week. It's 9:13 on my site. Oh yeah. Yeah, kind of early. Well, it's 10:13 here. Sometimes I get on a little earlier, but you know, I try. See here. Remove the bad folks. Niskaya 14, good morning to you. Hello, welcome to the Hen House. Welcome to the YouTube stream. So we're just telling people in the different alliances that I'm on. I can type, right? Can't always. Let's see. And let's get these guys doing some of their daily mining stuff, because if we do mess around with this, we'll be here. I am contemplating bringing this account to 19 and camping it there for a while, because it's gotten, you know, 14 indefinitely is kind of boring. I've kind of got it, you know, maxed out with what I could do. I mean, there can be some fun doing some pirating and stuff like that, but I can't participate in most of the events, so that makes it less fun, actually. Let me look at that. So, let's see here. Recording. So let's see. So I hope everyone's Sunday now. I guess it's nighttime, or is Bobby? Is it early? Is that nighttime for you, or are you or is it just a little 1913? No, that's definitely That's like 7. So yeah, my coffee, your beer and cocktail. So, but it is Swarm Sunday, and we have Apex Outlaw. So all that is pretty much goodness. So I'm glad we have those. So I'm going to use my 2 Stellas to try to run. I'm also trying to get. Let's see. I need to chip away and try to place an Elite Outlaw so I can get this red skin at some point. I've got some of the skin parts. So, somehow I'm ranked 29. It's a 2-day event, okay. I've only been in a little, but I guess it just started. So I'm like, what? Either that, or if I'm lucky, EM. Yeah, sorry, I got a little confused there. I'm just like, am I just in with, oh, no, I'm in with the 36s through 39s. Another reason for me to move on up to 39, which I will. The Franklin A is still in the oven, and it is down to 42 days and 10 hours, so I could finish it, but, I'm trying. So far, if we burn speed ups on the Burrell and use my other Franklin, we're fine. And then, that should be good. Let's see. Hijack ships are crap, but on Tuesday, we should find out that we can scrap them, so that'll help a little bit. Douglas, hello, how are you? We're getting the gang all together here on this Sunday, so it's wonderful seeing some new names and some familiar names as we get in here. So thank you. We're gonna be grinding, armadas and all that, and doing the whole thing. Let's see. We'll kill those, but we're gonna use 2 ships. 2 ships for swarms, 2 ships for Stella activity. So, and that's going to be the main things we do. Let's, second ship can be the Discovery. Let's get the Discovery out, because we know we can jump around, like the song says. Let's see. And we'll just get that kitted out. That won't take very long at all, and then we can... But 2 ships, it won't be 2 ships for Swarm because it's the Burrell, it's still PMT. I need, Picard, if I had Picard and Jayla, Picard, Beverly, Jayla, to do that. I need a Talon option that I don't have. So, used all speed ups on the Franklin A, couldn't wait. I hear you. I figured I would pretend like I was going to wait the whole time, and then I know I'll break down at some point. But I also reserved the right every Swarm Sunday to figure it out. Like last Swarm Sunday was the first one without it, I think, where I was just trying to figure out what I could do and all that. But we did it. It costs more. It costs more in speed ups and resources because I'm having to grind a Burrell back and forth instead of a Franklin to get it done. Let's see. Of course, it would cost even more in regular speed ups if I speed up the Franklin A. Yeah. But I still would only have Pike Moreau Talon available. But I'm looking for some people that I'm like, oh no, I'm looking for these. Damn it. Not Rush. Damn it. Goldberg. Well, we can let McBurnham give him. Oh, wait. Who's going to give a better percentage? Is it Saru? Yeah, there you go. Alright. And they're going to go jump around. Peek at this ship. Oh, I can tear it up, people. I don't think there's any rewards right now for tearing it up, so let's remember that I can tear that up and spend. Obviously, I'm a little poor on other monies. But yeah, Franklin A sounds like it'd be wonderful. We will try to take advantage of that when we can. And I'm going to go to 39. So I think it's just the Franklin A. But the truth is, I don't even know that I'm waiting. I think I have a lot of things in the oven right now, so there's not even much use. Once I go to 37, I'll just see what it does, what it changes. I mean, I'll get this Franklin A out of there, but 37 is going to take a little while. I'm just going to try to do efficient moves to 39, meaning only doing the buildings that actually are needed, and then except for if I'm in an event of some sort. So let's see. By chance, we have enough for the cargo hold, but by chance, do we have enough to get the warp engine there? Oh, look how close we are, people. Oh, that. You know, we might just... Alright. Given that that's a situation. So, because if we get the warp engine, we can probably go after... I think we can get into the 35 land, and maybe at least heal some, but we can grind this one much cheaper. So, we're really close. I think just starting some grinding on 32s towards Swarm Sunday, and being able to pull back some of those. I only need a few thousand frequency modulators, so let's get a hull's worth, and we'll see if we can upgrade and all that. Let's look at our ships. I can run, when it comes to Stella, I can run epics all day long, I think, but finding them is usually not so easy. Let me see. Do we have any people blow their load already? Alright. I've got 2 ships kitted out for... One's for maximum damage in armadas, but it will do armada damage. I want to pull 33s instead. There's old Midge. Let's look in Delta and see what we got here. Went to Ops 39 2 days ago. Congratulations! You were went to Ops 39. I think I will stay. Yeah, at least a year. I think it's. I mean, I think Ops 39 is. It's fun. You get to do. You know, I want to say you get to do all the stuff. You know, yeah, there's some stuff you can't do, but you get. You know, you get. I get to do almost all the stuff at 36 and at 34. You know, and all that. I can do even. Just a little bit more. We get more of the jellyfish rumble, the jellyfish brawl, all that stuff. So I think those are some of the fun stuff. And then, of course, you can slowly make your way into the 40s when you think you're ready and you've built up a backlog of some sort. Okay, I think let me let Iron Man know I'm coming. Oh, he's late on that. Well, yeah. Then I'll go try to launch one. Let's see. Pray for lag not being too bad. My preference is the 33s. But let's look around a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you get to do so much of the... You know, this game just gets in really... I think the game really kicks in the later 20s and into the 30s. It starts really opening up because you get all the main events and activities that you and your alliances are doing. You can participate in rather fully and have some fun with. I think, oh, here we go. Assuming there's no delayed pip. There we go. Okay, so, but you know, yeah. DS possible with my disco at max for G4 grind. Oh, very cool, very cool. But yeah, I really, you know, the disco is one of those things I'm starting to work on catching up on. You know, if you've been following my streams or my videos, well, I mean, mainly my streams where we're talking about my progression more, it's, you know, there's a lot of stop, figure out what I'm behind on, start catching up to the point before I move forward. Which, you know, honestly, I mean, I made plenty of mistakes earlier, probably in the teens and 20s, based on what we were working on as an alliance and that sort of thing. But it's like I'm fixing a lot of that, been fixing that over time. And so when you get all worried about doing it perfectly, game, and the truth is things get reworked. You know, ships get changed in their power structure, mechanics get changed over the years. If you've been here long enough, you've seen a few of those things, and so, you know, that will adjust, and then periodically you have to go and just kind of retrench in and fix some stuff, and you're like, no, now I know why this was important, or something like that. Let's see, get a little bit of green. I'm gonna try turning off the other lights in here because I think they're probably too warm. Well, fortunately, I love this shirt. Well, that's not unfortunate in my opinion, but I love this Batman shirt. But it has, you know, it wants to key out some of that yellow into green. So I tried to tweak it a little bit, but you still, it's like you can see through me. I wish I was thin enough you could see through me, I guess. Right? But no. Anyway, let's see. Okay, this ship is fine. I want this one to blow up first, and then we'll have the other one in reserve. And who's in here anyway? Because we should... Iron Man, Hood, Flex. Alright. I'm gonna go to this other one with my lesser ship, but my lesser ship is not super less, you know. So I'm in there. Yeah, let's see. LOL, true. If I had a content creator when I started, it would be much better, right? Yeah, I mean, you know, I had to make some mistakes and become a content, become a content creator, have an opinion, right? You know, kind of thing. So I mean, I have always. Shout out to Revdeuce. You know, he's been helpful to me, and I discovered stuff from him. But you know, you don't always know which things you need to be researching, or the bigger picture doesn't come clear until you're doing it as content creation. You've been playing long enough, you've made enough mistakes, or you know, talked a lot about it, that kind of thing. So all that stuff is kind of funky. Truthfully, truth be told, you know, I'm seeing a lot of lobby info being given by us. A lot of people seem to be forgetting these people are at low levels and are telling them things that are probably going to lead them astray or confuse them or just, you know, whatever. And I'm, you know, well, I will be making more low-level advice videos and things like that. I've got some more coming. Look for at least one more video next week. You know, and I'm trying to get at least a weekly video out there, plus our weekly live stream, in addition to the Twitch. I mean, but you know, I'm just noticing the advice is a little nutty. It's, you know, I think, you know, people are trying to tell people to be so efficient that they are forgetting to tell them to like play the game or have fun or anything like that. So, let's see. Yeah, I think I've been saying is kind of a little tongue-in-cheek. It's like, you know, the most efficient way to spend your resources is to wait till you hit max level in the game and then start building your ships, right? Because that will save you the most. You'll have the best research, and you know, it'll cost you the least, right? So, I feel like sometimes that's where the direction is going for new players, as people are kind of talking to them that way, and it's like, hello, you probably need to play the game, and you might want to do something that is fun before you get to 60. God help me. I'm already been playing 3 years. I'm like 36. And I slowed down on purpose, and then the other is, oh, you need to push to this, or you need to, it's like sometimes you just got to go camp and play. I rushed to level 31 without knowing what I was doing. Never got Stella or Franklin. Should I camp? Yes, Nezkaya. Yes. Camp 31's a fine place to be, and honestly, it's in these low 30s where you can fix all your mistakes, is what I would say. You got enough access to things, and you can do it. Yeah, camp. Get your Franklin and get it maxing, building that up. Get your Stella, start working on it. But the Franklin, I would start working on the Franklin first of all. It's kind of like the most important medical intervention you need. Get that Franklin working. Make sure you got your Vidar and are working on maxing out that Vidar as well. And your Disco's in there somewhere, so make sure you start working on it. But I'd say Franklin, Vidar, then maybe Stella and Disco. So you got a lot of specialty ships you got to kind of deal with. And that's okay. But just, you know, start going. You can choose if you want to move up later to 32, 33 in camp after you've achieved some of those goals, and then keep working on that stuff. Makes sense. You know, because you're not screwing yourself if you in that somewhere in that 31 to 35, but you need those ships ready before, probably actually before you get to like 34, 35, and definitely like 36 and beyond, because there's so much that is involved with them. Hey, victory, Rooster. I didn't blow up, dear Lord. Okay, well, praise Jesus. There we go. All right, I expected to blow up there. Just got Vidar and Disco. You did, or is that? I see the question mark, so Vidar and Disco are good, but yeah, Franklin, and get your Stella. I mean, Stella, you can see. I mean, obviously, when we have events like this, you need Stella, and you need Stella to be competitive. Stella, well, for me, Stella's fun. I like it. I like yelling Stella every time she blows up, things like that. I mean, that's just an added bonus, So let's see here, but. Vidar, Disco, Stella, Franklin, definitely must-haves, and should be working on them. And again, it's hard because I was behind on my Franklin and my Vidar. I didn't have a Disco because I quit the game for a little bit when I was right during the Disco arc. I had half a Disco, and I took a break from the game, which I don't really regret, because I was pretty burnt crispy. But a lot of it didn't have to do with other people. I mean, well, it did have to do with other people, but it didn't have to do with that. Let's see. I don't know. I'll send. Let's see here. But yeah. Yeah, the Devore as well. You do. I mean, I have 2 Devore. They're not actually maxed, which is something because I ended up doing the second Devore and splitting time, which I didn't realize just how darn long it takes to build up that Devore. But the truth is, I actually do well, and I'm sitting on a lot of Latinum with it. I don't know. I think they're like tier 6, both of them. So I'm gonna like just focus on maxing one, and then I'll work on the other. Having 2 is actually a lot of is useful. I have 2 of a lot of ships, but that's part of it. Which I'd found you 10 levels ago. No problem. I'm glad you're here. Again, we're gonna talk about that. One of the, even when I started streaming on Marvel Strike Force, Scopely's other game, which I actually need to kind of be playing a little bit in the background because we're in a war. Let me see here. No. Pick. There we go. Give me a node that has enough. All right, and then the whole idea is what I take it from kind of a psychology thing. I call it a developmental focus, which is a fancy way of saying you need to look at where you're at and what's the next things that you need to be doing, and you need to not listen to the crap that somebody who's 30 levels above you is like. This is what you need to work on. This is the best thing. And while that may be the best thing, it's only the best thing for the people who have done all the foundation work, who've got those other ships ready. Because if you sit around and you don't have a Franklin and all that, you're not helping yourself. So you'll want to get that all worked out. If that makes sense. So that way, because it's like whatever you're behind on, or whatever are the things that are going to open up your gameplay, that's the stuff that is most important for you. And that's going to vary because maybe you didn't do it the way other people did it, or maybe you had a different priority or different needs, and that's actually fine. This is a slow game that we play over years. Thank God it is, actually. It means we get to enjoy it as opposed to burning out. I mean, I burnt once, but being able to play it, this game could go on for a while, and I hope it does. And I hope the only thing that leads to its end is like STFC. No. Version 2 that comes out, as a bigger, badder upgrade, one day, that kind of thing. But it's nice that the game has all that in there. Let's see here. Let's see. Mick, just a tip for the newbies like me. In away teams don't open on 5 chests. You only get 3 Mayflower blueprints. If you have enough away credits, do 1 a day. Oh yes, yeah, the away team store. Yeah, do 1 a day. They are cheaper that way, for sure. There's a lot of little things like that. Thank you. Bobby says, Stella was my first focus. Don't want to brag, but I have 3 Stellas at max. Grats. I was thinking about getting a 3rd Stella during the ARC store, because I'm like, you know, a 3rd Stella, not going to hurt to be grinding. Even if I just scrapped it with all green materials over and over, that wouldn't hurt. Let's see. So where do you find Stella and Franklin BPs? The first Stella is free in the faction store. It may be level dependent, and of course they've changed it from what I'm used to. So the Franklin, you're going to get every Saturday during Cosmic Cleanup. If you max that out, you can buy 9 shards of the Franklin. 9 shards of the Franklin from the Cosmic Cleanup store on Saturdays during the ARC. So we don't have an ARC. We didn't have one this Saturday, but we'll be in the ARC on Tuesday. So the next Saturday, we'll have it. I'll be live on Twitch instead of YouTube around this same time in the morning. So if you want to come check in over there, that'll be good, because I'm live on Twitch on the weekends. I hang out with a lot more of my UK and Europe folks, and just other time zones. So I'm putting the Twitch link in there. So that's Saturday morning. We do the Twitch. I streamed for 7 hours yesterday on Twitch. Started around this time. Had a lot of fun. That's a little longer than I usually go, but we were having a lot of fun talking about the game and grinding away on stuff. So the Franklin one you'll get in parts. Now there is a quest called the Source that you will start in. It's an awake. I call it a quest. It's a mission. That'll start telling you to do some stuff for the Franklin. You may already have it. See what you have that's related to that, or look to pick that up. On the Stella one, it's in the faction. Once you've got open the Rogue store, there'll be a way to get your first Stella for free in here. Has anyone done that one? Because I got my Stella like when they rolled it out, so I know it's a little different. And because I think it's here in the store where you can build the first one and start building up. Stella can be a slow grind. You're going to need the help of your alliance, I would say. I mean, you need the benefit of armadas in order to build it up. But if you don't have that, you have some options. You can always just grind hostiles, but the gear comes from the armadas. The experience of the other stuff comes from the little, I want to call them casino tokens. That's not what they are, but you always get my version of what I think things are. Talking about the amalgams, upgrade things. I call it belt buckles, things like that. So let me see. I'm gonna move. I think I need to jump one more time before jumping home. So let's get this sorted out. We can go there. Jump. And let's see. Okay, yeah, we just need to jump home now, and we'll sort that out. Stella Hagen, how you doing? That's right. Great to see you. Welcome back, Patty. So I think I just got some stuff like Anomalous Phenomenon. Happy Sunday. Cool shirt. Thank you. It's a Batman shirt. The keying is going through, but it is Batman #1, and I really like this cover. So I was like, forget the keying. I can control the keying better on my Twitch software than on my OBS. You know, I'm still new. So when later I'll be switching over to Twitch this afternoon. Well, whenever I'm done with roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours of stream here, we transition to Twitch. We got some territory capture defense coming in. I'll be live. I'm always live for that, but I always do it on Twitch because I can play a lot of sound effects. Like if we get our tail handed to us, or if we're victory, you know, got to be able to do some of that stuff. Let's see here. And I don't want to. I don't want to automatically put my ignominious defeat on YouTube as a live stream, and I can cuss more if I'm really pissed off about it on Twitch. So all those things will help better. So thus we go to Twitch anyway. But it's good because if you're enjoying my content and want to find me, I'm on Twitch every day and on YouTube 1 day a week plus my videos. So I appreciate it. Building a lot of cross-pollination of people coming over there. Let's see. Armadas are key. Regular. Yeah, you want to be doing your exchange armadas. If not every day, every other day, something like that. You gotta get a you know, kind of a grind path, because you also need to be going and farming your with your Vidar, your Borg probes. If not every day, every other day, something like that. Again, you started drinking this morning at 11 a.m. It's boozy weekend. Committed to not letting us lose the TC zone today. I would well, I will appreciate your help, and you're a beefier member than I am, you know, so that'll probably help anyway. Let's see here. So that'll be good for us. It's too bad we lost Yanax. I thought he was staying with us because, again, he's another higher level member that can really help us kind of thing. Hopefully we won't see him trying to take us over or something. You'll have to fight him. That something on my glasses, but anyway. All right, we're sorting this out. Do I even know? Do I know? I don't. Yeah, I'm not even sure what we're going to use. But I know we're going to use the sarcophagus later. So I think this is it, unless we're flipping the Burrell. But let's look. Do we have armadas I can be in? All that. I'm just doing the coffee right now. But later, I've been talking to you guys. If you've been following me on Twitch all weekend, I bought a nice bottle of an Imperial Porter aged in rye whiskey barrels. And I'm going to have that this afternoon. So at least I'm going to split it with Mrs. Rooster or something like that. We've been talking about it. And I think it'll be quite tasty. Oh, goodness. Midge? Nah. Go see if we can start something here. Start something. We're drinking some, but I have to watch my diet stuff a little closely. We had a nice wine and cheese and pate kind of dinner last night and all that with, you know, cornichons and this and that. But that doesn't look great on my diet front, so I gotta be careful with some of that stuff. But yeah, are we, Caddy, are you aware, are we actually thinking someone's going to attack us in territory defense? I'm going to have my ships ready, loaded for bear no matter what, but I'm not aware of, I haven't heard anything, you know. I keep predicting that they're trying to lull us. Is my Frank A... Bobby, if you're asking me, my Franklin A is in the oven. Here it is, Franklin A. I'm just building it. That's one of the things I was behind on. I had to get my Franklin maxed. I have a second Franklin. That's a luxury item, and I like it. So, but you know, but I would not tell you that you have to have one. But I would say if you want one, that's fine. But yeah, so I'm waiting for mine to get out of there. As a commander, I should probably know, unless I have no idea. Oh, okay, I didn't know you're Commodore. Oh well, grats. There you go. But yeah, this is my this is my baby Franklin that I'm using. I knew I didn't like the idea of going without the Franklin A while I was waiting for it to build. Going without a Franklin while the Franklin A was building. So I started working on a second Franklin, and at one point I bought like the warp interlock parts because the pack also had some decent stuff. I bought it knowing I was going to do this, so I've got this one to tier 8. And we got that going on, but let me see if I can find an armada. So so that's what we're doing with this ship. Kind of having it that way. I mean, I have those people are all on that, so that's what I would like. But I have the option of taking my time with the Franklin A because I have this Franklin that helps me do swarms and swarm Sundays and stuff like that. So that's kind of the thing. I also figured eventually I might want to do something like that when we're fighting. It might be nice because, you know, the Franklin is a cheapo ship and sometimes you just want to grind some of that. Also, if I can, when I will get Picard and I will get Jayla, when that happens, I'll be able to kit both of them out and kind of do some stuff. I could probably be double shipping for the first time. Okay, I'm just trying to find, but we'll move around and wait for somebody else. Somebody had something in Midge, but that was like not that great. Oh, 33. Can I run that? Or did I run? Oh, yes. Crap. no. Look, did you see that sucker pop up? I mean, I was like, it looked like I had it. Then I saw something crazy. Then I caught it. Guess I can do a 31. Let me look. Pardon me here while I try to figure this out. Let's see if how bad is the level difference if I do this. Lead Outlaw, destroy. We get okay, more points for that. Destroy with Stella, of course. Okay, so double extra points. So the higher the better. And over here, it's just hostiles. What always amazes me, well, it doesn't amaze me because it's Scopely, but we don't get a bonus for like tearing up the Stella during this event, which I think we should. But maybe that's too easy, so they didn't want that. Alright, so I'm hunting for 33s and better, because I have some limited things. But let's look in the faction store here, and do I have... no. Data for directives I'll get in 7 hours. So we'll see what all we have. And we can pull this, but that'll give us a little... That gives directives. Yeah, we'll get some directives. So, alright. Let's see here. Alright. Taking a moment, waiting on them to pull some armadas that I can ride in. Here's one. Somebody got one. Trade. Oh, they probably need help. When did he get that? Alright, well, I'll help. Oh, and it's a blue. Okay. One of our new members, so. There you go. Now he's on stream. I don't even know if he... Maybe he'll join us over here. We'll... Hello, Scopely. Could the buttons work? Sweet bejesus. Get it working. This event tests the game. It seems like Scopely fails every time this comes around. Alright. We'll try to find our zone where we have less people fighting us for the swarm, and we can actually hit a few with some repetition. Right now I'm like, could I get one? Let's see. Always takes a little while to find your place. Graying Stella is too cheap for Scopely. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's too pay to free to play. You know, and so they, you know, whereas the hijack ships are, if you need to do those are going to cost more stuff. There's a lot of reasons to have to spend in the store, or to try to encourage you to spend in the store. Not for the Stella. Well, let's see. Because I'm thinking if I get enough resources here with this swarm run, I can upgrade the warp core. And doing that might let me go do some 35s with this instead of having to waste the Burrell's precious resources. Because I'm like Tritanium broke. Well, not broke, but you know, I'm poor right now because I spent a lot on some stuff. In fact, let's see if we have. See, the pumps capped out, so I need to keep collecting them. I need Scopely to make buttons work, so it's a little easier to collect them. That kind of thing. Alright. Also, well, we're gonna need coffee soon. I mean, coffee always. Even if there's Irish cream in it or something, which there's not, that's a promise. Let's see here. But yes, we have territory capture coming up for our alliance in our territory. In a few hours, I'll be switching the stream over to Twitch a little before that, and we always go through the plan of kind of working on my ships and my officer setups and doing some placement. Move my station to be ready. Be a good alliance member. Look for some battles so we can have some fun. Because when it gets when it gets busy, we get hopping. My sarcophagus has been taking down epic ships, so we've taken down D4s and Enterprises multiple times. In fact, on one hull. So that's that is good, as Conan would say. So I'm always happy about that. So, and we finally have an auger now, so that can participate a little more fully in some of the dogfights. And my beefy Burrell is still there to at least screw with people, and we can do things. So we'll look at that. What are they saying? Oh, I don't know what they're saying here. So we seem to have found a little bit of a group for the swarm stuff. So let's take what we can. Normally I would start with my 35s and grind them, but that I know right now I would have to use the Burrell and like 2, and there was a threat of having to use it 3 times last Sunday because I was like 1 short, but I was able to find one of those, you know, damaged 35 swarm and get it, and so that made 2 holes. The trip is not cost effective, but you know, maybe it's cost effective because I wanted to finish the event and that's the only way I could do it, but it's not very efficient, and it reminded me. Skip down and back. So, how are you guys doing? Are you finding armadas to run with your peoples? You got other things going on? Got my microphone in a little weird spot. I was getting a little feedback, so if you see me looking, that's like because my screen's right here and the microphone's like hanging down. So a little bit of like trying to make sure what I'm seeing here. So alright, I want to look at armadas and let's see. So there's a good bit of flipping back and forth. Okay, I told them I was coming. I should have this ship in there. I don't know if I'm hopefully not being powered out. It'd be nice if I was. Be nice. Oh, well, it looks like I'm in battle. Even though boom, boom, boom. And I'm alive. I'm alive, Johnny 5. Harmonica Luke, welcome back. Great to see you. Happy Sunday. My alliance is mostly in deep space now. There are less armadas for me. Oh, yeah. My swarm dailies in one go. I can on a normal swarm, yes. With dailies with this Franklin, I can do like 50, 51, 32s. So I can't do the 35s, and I'm not able to do the 37s yet anyway. So, but yeah, I can do the 100 points. So, but I can't do the 35s with it unless I think if I get the warp range up, I'll be able to chip away on doing the 35s in sections. So that was kind of, you know, I was using the grind on that. I had the Franklin maxed for a while and I was making sure it got up, and I was using it to farm frequency modulators to the baby Franklin before putting it in the oven. Because I was also working on other things. I did not have an epic ship until recently, so I finally got the auger and I'm working on getting the D4, and then finally I'll get the Enterprise. But so I was working on more than one thing, so I didn't mind taking a little time and kind of having this second Franklin able to help me. But now, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I got the Franklin A right here. It's right there. 42 days. I'll eventually move it, but yeah, this one's just this one is close to max. Well, it's 8, tier 8. So, but yeah, I've already got the Franklin in. This is the second one that I'm using. I'm using while the Franklin A is baking. Like a fine souffle, you don't want it to fall in the oven. So let's see here. Midge. Going to Midge. Or do you mean if I'm going to make 2 Franklin A's? That I am not. This is a better one for me. I'm not initially planning on making 2 Franklin A's, if that's what you're asking. I might. Okay, Scopal nuts. stuff. There we go. We gotta monitor this. So screwed up. Let's go over here for a second. Don't want to leave my little zone. But after I start playing around with the first Franklin A, I'll figure out if that makes sense. I don't know. I mean, I think that there's a niche use for a baby Max Franklin or something in addition to a Franklin A, but I could be wrong. I'll explore that. And then once I get the Franklin A, I'll just see what's going on with it. So if it makes sense to have to, I mean, it might be too much of a grind. I don't know what it looks like with the Franklin A yet. So you don't hear about people having two Franklins for the most part. And I think I got part of it for free, and then I realized, I was like, oh, you gotta buy. I thought I was gonna get other pieces. Let's Alright, I thought our music had stopped. Thought a playlist had run out, so it hadn't. What levels do you have to kill at your level on Swarm Sunday? I have to do 35s and 32s. Trying to, if I can get past the thing so we can see it, plus reminder. So for heroic is, 35s give me the 10 points, and then the 32s only give me 2. So, I mean, I can do it forever, but that's where I'm at right now. I'll definitely want the Franklin A as I start to move. I actually have 3 Franks, 2 Frank A's and 1 Frank. Okay, well, Patty, then I'll be able to pick your brain about some of that too. Because, thought I was one of the only people with 2 Franklins, So, trying to figure out if like one's for armadas, one's for swarm grinding, things like that, some of that stuff. Well, we got to get this stupid armada working. I was trying to go to this thing earlier, and my dang ship, because of the scopal nuts problems. There we go. Coming trade. There we go. Jeez. Make sure I actually get that going, because the new bug is particularly when we have these events on Emadas where the ship says it's you just need one. Yeah. Well, it's bonus Franklins. So I would not waste any money on it, but I didn't mind buying the pack that helped me finish and be able to max out the other one at the time, because the resources that were coming with it were a decent add-on, and I needed them at the moment. So I was like, okay with that. That's fine. And I'm like, well, I don't mind building up the Franklin. And if you've seen some of my videos, if you check out, like, I have the Swarm Changes video, which talks about the changes in the Swarm dailies from 34 to 35. You'll hear me talking a lot about what's happening. A lot of the information that I was looking for about what exactly was changing in my Swarm dailies was shrouded in mystery, and I couldn't, I was getting stuff from people, and it was not the whole picture. So I was thinking I was going to lose the ability to farm 32s for my dailies, and thus have trouble completing my dailies via Swarm. So I was, like, making sure I was super ready and all that stuff. And then once I made the flip and then checked it out, I was like, okay, this is actually different. So I made a video about it, because I'm like, during the course of a couple of months of talking about it, nobody told me the correct information, which would have changed, had me move to 35 sooner. But you don't always know what questions to ask when you don't know. You just know there are changes, stuff's coming in there. So seems kind of useless to have more than one, but I'm sure Scopely said something recently about permitting more ships to be scrappable. Yes, we will see. We might have, who knows. We got that on Tuesday. Besides the hijack ships, I mean, I'm not sure what they're going to do on the scrapping. We might be able to churn these suckers out. I am my hope that I've been spreading as a wild speculation, because Scopely doesn't tell me anything, I will tell you that. So I am not cheating by saying anything. Is since the amalgam is made up of shipped parts, you know, in a nice little ugly junker, I wonder if changes to scrapping might give some opportunities to get parts or even a little bit for the amalgam. Because we don't know how they're releasing the free to grind way to get that ship, and maybe it's having to grind. Maybe it's something God forbid, like hijack ships only. Give a chance, so you're having to grind some of those or something. I don't know. But I'm not sure. So, but that makes a little thematic sense to me. I'm just wondering about what ships they're gonna have scrapping. And yeah, I guess we can always make multiple Devores and scrap them. Those take forever to level. You know, and then, you know, so some of this stuff may become, I mean, we got to be careful that we don't accidentally scrap something that we actually want to keep or need. You know, I hope they have some extra precautions if they start opening up the scrapping to, you know, people accidentally scrapping their main ship or something. See here. I'd move, but we're in a good spot here, so got a good flow on these, so I want to get these and then see if I can upgrade that warp core so we can pop out. Maybe we can hit the 35s. I don't know that I'll be able to hit that many 35s, but it's still faster and cheaper if I do multiple runs versus the Burrell, which already takes multiple runs. Let's see. A little Nightbot coming in. If you look in the, you know, we have emotes here as well. I mean, as opposed to... So you can find chicken and rooster emotes, and I encourage you to use them. We'll pretend like we're on Twitch and we'll play around with some emotes. So feel free. My Nightbots and Stream Elements kind of talking, being a little chatty in chat. So, all right. What's this Franklin? So, I don't want any you OPC Franklin hunters to come get me while I'm doing this. So, okay, now we're full. Well, I'm just gonna let's blow up because we got a bevy and we're in it's Swarm Sunday, so kills matter. All kills matter are and then we'll pop it back. That shouldn't take but I mean, unless I just get... Alright, what happened? Come on, you little slowpoke. We got other stuff to do. So I think they're just running Midge. I don't want to... No! Yeah. Midge. It's a little much. I get powered out of that, and I'm on a damaged second Stella right now, so I need to bring the other one, but I'm just trying to see what we can do here for a second. But I also need some coffee too, so as soon as we hit a little dry spell with this, we'll send it back if we don't blow it up, but it's been working. Luke, I'm sorry you were saying that most of your people are in deep space, so they're not running normal exchange modas, or I guess they're having trouble getting there in time. Actually moved into rogue territory so I could so I can be close. Or Midge. Can we do something other than Midge? I might have to run. I'll get in there and run it when I can. So. And just reaching up because Baby Cthulhu watches them. Baby Cthulhu, he actually comes through a little better on here. Big downside to camping while in a big alliance. You not being able to run the same kind of or be in the same type of armadas Yeah, that does make sense. Like we have a few lower members in our alliance, which is well, it's kind of nice because we want to help them, and of course, if we build some loyalty, and they might, you know, come help people build up, stay with us, all that. But we're generally growing together, and then it's a question of, as people get big, do they decide to leave or not? So sometimes there's a lot of flirting with that. We're not, you know, we're just big enough to matter. Like top 10, top 11 alliance on the server. But some of the bigger alliances definitely get more stuff. On 1 kill and I blow up, I think. Kill me! Where's the boom? Where is the boom? Yes, there we go. Now I can look away at stuff for a minute. Let's check. See what we did just by farming those. That's heroic. No, we need the Stratanium. That's beyond. I'm just curious what kills. Hit those 35s. Okay. Oh, we got 64 kills on that. I mean, that's 64. Pretty darn good. That's, you know, tier 8. Okay. So, I wanted to fast forward this guy. Because it's time for him to rejoin the battle world. He has a little bit better chance of not getting powered out. And it's better officers too, so that helps. But don't know. I mean, if I'm gonna go to Midge, it's gonna be with this ship and not the other one. And it looks like so I will try to look, and then I'm gonna quickly get a cup of coffee in a minute. But I'm just gonna see. You know, you kind of gotta look over and over. That's the 33 I would like to run. Look in Gamma. I think I can run another green, and then I can run purples. Oh, do that. All right, well, I guess we'll send. I don't think I looked in Karpinen, etc. 35. There we go. People wanting me to be famous. I'd like to be famous, but, well, I'd rather just be wealthy. Wealthy and nobody knows I'm wealthy. That's probably the best. So, all right. So I'm going to send this ship to just Exchange Central, so we're closer and ready to jump to anything. While this is going on, we'll look at what they're doing in Midge here. Guess I'll send a ship. No, I won't. I'll send it here. Maybe somebody will have mercy on me and let me be in it. All right. I'm gonna put this up on the screen for you. I'm gonna run real quick and go get a cup of coffee. You're gonna get a little chair stream, and Baby Cthulhu is gonna watch you with the eyes of madness. So while I get some coffee, I'll be gone for just a few minutes. So just gonna mute chair stream and enjoy. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. And we're back. Monica Luke says Cthulhu shines like velvet. Yeah, they look weird in the. He's not velvet, he's plush, but they look weird because of the green screen keying. Same thing that's doing with my yellow Batman, part of my Batman shirt. So, but he looks in your soul. On Twitch, with the way my green screen works, you can see my Batman shirt, no problem, but he reflects the space that's behind me in Star Trek, which I think is kind of cool. He's just too cool, even though he's green. So, he's actually, it was a gift a long time ago, he is a plush Baby Cthulhu Dungeons & Dragons dice bag. So he's got a dice bag. The back part, which, that's where you see the space, like, looking, and there's a zipper in the back of his head. And it turns into like a dice bag. So, but I think that's a nice little thing. I've got some other, got to get some of my other props and things like that. Green is an unfortunate color for some things, but, Cthulhu's green. There ain't no changing that, So, also, anyway, I appreciate you guys waiting while I got my hot cup of coffee. And if you haven't already, please down below press that like button. That way it promotes us in the algorithm and we maybe find some new people to join us as well. So that would be sweet. And if you're watching this later, hit that like button. Put a comment down below. Even if you're just saying hi or good job, whatever. That stuff will help. So let's see what we can get going. All right. But yes, Baby Cthulhu to watch you on chair streams. I know they're usually a little more fun on Twitch because we got all that other stuff going on the Twitchiverse with special emotes and things, which I hope you'll follow and come on over if you haven't already. All right, let's speed this up. Let's see what's going on. And there we go. Let's see if we can upgrade that warp core and if that's going to make the difference or not. Which ship? All right, I'm putting both ships in here. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's look. There's the warp engine. So, and I've got the core. So let's do it to it. All right. That's going to give us a piece. Well, that's got to be enough because that's the max you can do on the ship. So, and I was able to get there before. So we shall see. Let's take a gander, as we say. Give you a southern words. Gander. Take a look. See. Oh, that's another southern word. Sorry. Let's have a look. So, let's see here. Okay, that's all going. I'm going to be looking for those, but I can go look. So I was like, that's not me they're attacking. Also, here's my thought of the day. An amalgam, fully cloaked, right? Particularly warping in, cloaked, as opposed, right? So you have to go somewhere else. I think that a cloaked amalgam will be able to jump in on people's base raids as long as they won't be visible until they get to attack it, and then they'll be sitting on the base and then they warp away. I think they're going to be able to poach base raiding with that cloaking. Since this is like where I live, it wouldn't work because they'd be able to see me flying back. But if you do that in raids, if you're warping in, that would give you some options there. I think it's just what it seems like to me. So we may start seeing that. When I see enemies doing it, I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe we should go steal a scoop, Okay, thing. I don't know. I have to talk to my alliance, make sure I'm not pissing off too much of the upper echelons. But I don't have cloaking anyway, so it's not happening today. But I was just thinking through it, because I've been trying to figure out the real purpose of that. So I think we got this one. We're about to find out. Do we really have it? I'll put both ships there for the moment while we wait to see what happens. And then I'll decide. If I have enough strength, I'll let the little one blow it up, and then maybe it'll blow itself up. It looks like my screen just went a little. That's this side. Okay. I do not have an anchored stationary green screen, so it's always adjusting. All right, we got that warping. Let's collect some stuff. Oh. We are. So a little frenetic jumping back and forth, but at least hopefully this way we're getting progress on both of the two main areas. And how did you enjoy your Saturday yesterday? Unarced, no cosmic cleanup, a lot of nothing. I mean, you know, we had Rogue and what was it? Rogue, and that was it. I mean, it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a wind down. Somehow I managed to stream for 7 hours on Star Trek while we were doing stuff. Because I did get free, you know, because when you get freed of your events and your dailies and all that, then you can actually do the stuff that you're like, I need to do this, but Scopely doesn't include that in the events or the dailies. I mean, data mining is usually one, but yesterday data mining was part of that. Vidar grinding, Stella grinding, you know, of course I did, you know, Swarm, all that stuff. So, good. Somebody's coming. Good. Excelente. There we are. All right. I'm going to turn this light off. There we go. Doesn't make a big difference here yet. And let's see. All right, so we got that going on, and our Franklin is now going. Love the arc in downtimes. I need the breaks. They're like at sea days during a cruise. Yeah, you know, certainly it can be. I would agree. And I mean, I ended up playing longer. You know, we did. You know, you were running armadas. I was, you know, I was doing more armadas because you're not having to worry about all the different things to do. I'm gonna have to leave my. We're getting popular, folks. We got the bots are coming in a little bit. Let's see. All right, well, I'm gonna use the lesser ship to go here. No, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm gonna try and see if I need to collect your syndicate chest. Collect your syndicate chest. That's right. I'm gonna look at my Marvel Strike Force thing and see, because I got busy and I might have missed the end of my war. Let's see. Okay, let's see. What is my, like, see if I had full hulls here. I don't. There's not a lot of love here. Patty, you got a extra Stella to send to this little one to make sure we carry it. Let's see here. Daily goals. I think people are really focused in mids right now. So, there we go. That certainly helps the dailies. All right. Let's see. Did I do my? Yeah, we lost our war, but not for lack of trying. It looks like we weren't close, which is good because I'd be. Let's see here. All right, this. I think I'm gonna need my bigger ship. There we go, Patty. Thank you. I'm gonna pull the smaller ship and send it to this other one. He's listening. Thank you, Patty. I'm like, because the smaller ship, or I can send my bigger ship to this one where it makes more sense, and then my little ship can be here on the other one. Let me just make sure I'm not screwing up the Armada. Give you a star so you didn't get powered out, Patty. And Shaft is here. All right. There we go. Now we got a respectable amount. I should go boom on this. Well, probably. But I'll do some damage in the meantime. I do have 5 on here. 5, 6. 5, 6 in Giorgio. We're doing burning in 6. I mean, this is like my thing with this one. But it does do damage. The 5 is not intended, but it's the second one. So, and that's why. So, let's see here. Thank you, Patty, and thank you, Shaft, coming in, and everyone else who's joined. I'm just trying to check and see. I'm just peeking at this while we watch this going. That's our rig. I'm not even dead. Okay, well, in mitigation. So that's part of the. Alright, we're gonna close that. Alright, so I was able to check. I don't want him to kick me out of my alliance or something. Alright, let's see where we are. We'll keep trying to run stuff. And again, I've got to pull epics, but I got 2 days to pull epics, and you know it's a lot harder to pull them today than it is later. Well, I'm in this unless it gets bumped, but people might bump me. You never know. Okay, let's do a glance for the epic. Didn't see it here. And then for sure I'm out. I'm completely out of blues. Think I have another green. Find out. I got 2 more greens. Okay, so we'll try to do 33s. I'll be selective. I've only got 2 and I need the points. Or 35s would be good. What's your most powerful Armada ship? It is technically my Augur. My Augur and my Burrell. The Augur is about 100,000 power stronger than my Burrell, because my Burrell's fairly beefy. So I often will run them both when we're doing a lot of Armadas. Here. So, all right, let's get over here with the 35 and see what happens. So my Augur's like 2.9 million, my Burrell's 2.8 million, something like that. But I just more recently got my Augur past my Burrell. So we'll be seeing them because when I switch over to Twitch for the territory defense, I'll be breaking out all the big ships. All that. Yes, I got in the other one. Thank you. Okay, now let's see. Okay, we killed one. We're not going to kill a lot of these, but rinse and repeat on a Franklin is a lot cheaper than rinse and repeat on a Burrell. Especially a tier 8 Burrell, the 9.5 hour, repair. So, in fact, it's close to maxing. Or is it tier 9? Well, it's close to being maxed. I think I need 2 more parts to finish it. And at this point, I'm going to do completionist with it because it's so useful. I think it'll be useful to get cloaking on the Burrell because it's so powerful compared to other people's Burrells. It'll be able to cloak. You know, it can do some decent stuff, so that's that would be nice. And that, of course, is cheaper cloaking than the epic ships. So at least as an upgrade from my D3 cloaking, to move to the Burrell cloaking eventually is kind of part of that plan. I really like that ship, to tell you the truth. And we got an Armada to jump into. Good. I just got blown up. Oh my goodness. Well, that was fast. Let's see here. Let's see what happened. How many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm killing 4 with this very underpowered. But truth is, rinse and repeating on that to get what I can. Speed up use and everything. Go kill 4. It's like, you know. Let's see. Mine's 4.33 million auger, ops level 35. Very cool, Harmonica. You are up there. Yeah, I know. I'm playing catch up on that auger right now. I need 1900 uncommon ore, and then I can upgrade the obliterator weapon and tier it up to tier 6. So, you know, that'll help it a little. But I need 1900 uncommon ore, which takes about 4200. So it's like, I feel like you know, not that bad, but trying not to spend ore elsewhere right now during like other stuff if I can help it. But I've been historically behind on my epic ships because I just got this auger a few weeks ago at ops 36. So that's one of the things I was playing catch up on. It was like, get your Franklin, get your Vidar up, so I could then start finally focusing on getting an epic ship and getting it up to contention, and starting to work on the disco and things, and get the Franklin A so I can move to 39. That's the ideas. There. Rooster merch. There's the merch link. If that's a one, I know people sometimes are asking me how to support this channel on YouTube. It's hard because we don't have monetization because we need more subscribers. So please subscribe. But we are climbing up there. Close. We're about to hit 500, and that'll be big, and it unlocks some feature for me on YouTube. And we want to hit that 1,000 mark is where the push is. So let your friends know. Let your alliance mates know. New people. Have them watch some videos. Let's see. Got my auger also late. Yeah. And now that's my first epic ship. Now I was behind on that, and I made some. Well, I knew what I was doing, making decisions to work on the Burrell at 32 while I was staying low. I knew that was eating the gas of my Enterprise, like two twins in the womb, and one is eating the other. I knew that was the situation. But I just figured the auger and the D4 are good too, so I would just work on them. And like I was able to take the auger to tier 5 the moment I took it out of the oven, because I had plenty of stockpiles of those resources, but not gas. And so the idea is work on the auger, work on the D4, slowly build back up the gas stockpile, and be able to work on that Enterprise for the trifecta. I definitely would like to have them. They all have their good uses. So let me see. All right, he knows I'm there. Let's go look. But I'm enjoying it. You know, the auger is. I'm doing some nice things with it. I'm enjoying what I'm doing with it. Is what I'm saying. No 33 because they got it. All right, so. Let's glance at Karpinen, see what's in there. Enjoying its addition to the grind for hostiles and different things, Taiga Core and all that. There we go. Let's see. All right, hunting here. Sorry, looking on the other side of my microphone, back and forth here. I'm up 39 right now. My hips are kind of low, but my research, your hips, are kind of low, but my research is super high as I was focusing on it. I'm sorry to hear about your hips. So something tells me that might not be what you're trying to type there. So, but your research is high. That's cool because that's going to help you in a lot of things. And then maybe you can research away those hip pro. Oh, your ships. Okay, there you go. I wasn't sure if you were talking about ops or what. Oh, there you go. Your ships. Okay, cool. Yeah. There you go. That makes sense. Sorry. I was just like, your hips? Sometimes people are talking about their personal issues in here, you know, so I'm kind of used to it. I'm like, oh, poor guy. Do you need a cane? What's going on there? Yes, your ships. So you build up your ships, and of course, you probably have more efficiency research done, so building up those ships will probably be a faster slog. You know, still a slog, but a faster slog if you have more of that efficiency stuff going on. Midge, really? I mean, I hear you. Alright, well, I'll send this there. I mean, something tells me this is a non-issue. Let's see. We'll go here. Yeah, I mean, we're all in different places. Again, having a lot of good research is not a bad thing. It does mean that something else had to give, right? And that's the kind of ships. Like for me, I had a lot of stuff going on in a good direction, but you know, my epic ships were behind, and I was been catching up the other ships. You know, it's like I don't have to keep up with every Joneses that's out there. You know, just have some fun and all that. And I was able to do the things I was doing. It's just now it got better when I finally unlocked that auger. That's helping. And once I get that tier up, I think that'll be nice. Also, you know, I over the course, without kind of focusing on it, I got my sarcophagus and I got that up to max that it can be at my level at the moment. I think I have to go to 37 in order to do something with it. So next, so I think that's what we're looking at. Let's see here. But it's like I said, it's beating epic ships, which to me is that's what it's there for. If it's defeating D4s and enterprises when it's on a node, and it takes like 4 of those ships before it can blow me up, I'm in a good spot, right? I have 2 Sarks max for my level. Yeah, no, I could see the reason to get a second one for these, you know, for territory stuff. It's kind of like if you don't do territory, then I wouldn't get one. Well, I guess I'd unlock one, but you know, but yeah, I'm happy with how that thing performs, and I've been enjoying, you know, some officer loadouts for that and everything. Let's see here. Look, there's this ship. Sark cloaking made them valuable to me. Good for attack too now. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, that's good to know. On the cloaking. Yeah, I haven't messed around with that yet. That ship moving. Okay, it is now. So now. Alright, how many of these can we get? I think this is the 4th one. But I'm not sure. Okay, it'd be nice if one of these was actually beat up, and I could definitely take it. Doesn't look like it, so I'm gonna be the one who gives. I'm the gift giver. Probably giving people a beat up form here. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Are we gonna blow up? Yeah, I think so. All right, we got some XP. Let's take a second to figure out where we are. So Beyond Heroic is next to last or penultimate. What's going on? All right. Are you really going for the SAR? You mean sarcophagus? Or I mean, I have one. Do you mean something different? I mean, if there's like nothing to do and I have an opportunity to get a free one over time, I'll take it. But it doesn't show up in my cosmic cleanup anymore, so I would not say it is not a priority. But I enjoy the one I have, and I'll keep building that one up because that one is definitely helping in our battles. Well, let's go look. But I figure, I'm like, isn't there? Yeah, I've been upgrading it. I mean, and we use it. We do territory battles. I used it very successfully in our last territory takeover, and I put it out for defense. So I also have used it as a place to dump resources to try to help compete in events. Not like I'm trying to prioritize it, but it's like if I don't have a place and I'm like, well, I have some resources and I can, if I'm competing, you know, it's an outlet. Because a lot of my main ships were maxed out at that point, but no, I've been enjoying that ship quite a bit. Except we do a lot of territory defense. We take over territories and we defend them. When you take them over, people tend to want to kill you. So having the sarcophagus out there is definitely something that comes into play. Let's see. If I was not involved in territory capture and defense, I would just unlock it or something, you know. But I'd probably be looking for an alliance that did have some territory, things like that. Hoping we can expand our territory further and get some G3 space. We used to have G3 space. We don't anymore. Kind of thing. But I would say I'm certainly, now that I'm working on my epics, I'm going to be focusing on some of that, and only, you know, kind of, when you have options, I'm going to weigh the options. Certainly, I'd rather see it go into some of my epic ships and all that stuff. But I haven't paid attention to that ship a little bit, so I got it kind of capped at one point. And come on, 30. They're not in here. Okay. Let's see here. He's just sending a picture. I guess there's enough activity if I want to run something. Oh, speaking of which. I think he beat that. This ship is not repairing. Come on, goobers. Get your ass together. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Go play. Janky ass game. Sorry, YouTube gods. It's janky. Hopefully we can get things updated so we can actually see what the heck's going on with my ships right here. Or the game can get its act together and figure out what in the world's up. Looks like they're not broken. Good idiots. Alright, here we go. Let's get in there. Where's the pin? There's the pin. Okay, hey, that's alright. They need to work on their infrastructure for this. This is on the PC client too. It should be. If I'm having this much trouble on their PC client, then what kind of trouble are people having on other parts of the game? That's just sadness. Okay, let's speed that up. Oh, here. thought I had 8 minutes left. I don't think it's... Just levels. Alright, let's get in there. Sorry, I got a little annoyed when the Scopely rears its ugly head on some of that stuff, so... Have you picked up any hints about the upcoming arc? I've been, I need to go look in some of the sections. Have been hanging out in Rev's, in some of Rev's streams and all that, and here, but I haven't heard anything particular. People have been talking about hints, but not there. I mean, for the long, until a few days ago, I was just trying to figure out if we were actually having the event now. And then, of course, the scrapping thing. I've been doing more speculation based on what we know and knowing that the arc is coming. Have you gotten some? I haven't, like, can't remember where they are. I think they're in Rev's Discord as well, and I'm just trying to get them because I don't get any particular things, they don't, Scopely doesn't tell me anything that I can then hint on. I'd figure out some ways, but I know there's some stuff in, yeah. Well, I think he tries to be very good about staying within his NDA, which is good on him. You don't want trouble with that. I know No One Shall has sometimes given very not cryptic hints. Like, you're about to get 2 of something. Things like that, but yeah, some of that can give you some trouble, so. But no, I haven't gotten much of that. I think the augment ships can be... Yeah, no, that seems to be... I think everyone will be very surprised if the hijack ships can't be scrapped. That would be like, what? Am I in this? Maybe. So yeah, that looks like that's happening. And then, but like what I'm saying, talking about, well, does it come into play with the amalgam in any way or something? That's stuff I haven't heard any hints. Sometimes the hints are a little, they're rather cryptic, and I'm like, I don't know. But so I've been trying to pay more attention to hint time when it comes, but haven't heard any hints this time. I've been trying to look for them, and I was just glancing at Rev's Discord to see, because I know there's a section, but I may not have access to it, or I may just not know where I'm supposed to be looking. So here, but if you have heard some of the hints, feel free. Anyone who has here in chat, we got a bunch of people in the chat. Thank you very much. Press the thumbs up button down there below. Do us a solid. But also, feel free, share the hints that you've heard, and then we can all kind of do some wild speculation and figure some stuff out. Which would be cool. No NDAs here, so we can just I don't have to be careful what I say. But I don't know anything special. Not yet, at least. Maybe one day we keep building the channel and the Twitch streams and all that, we might get it, and then I'll give you some hints, and I'll have to be some level of cryptic, but it'll be a good problem. Let's see, come on, 33s, no, 33s that other people aren't taking. Okay, we'll look here, and then our ship is flying. Yeah, I think that hijack ships being scrapped, I think that's a given based on the things, because it's like, why would they not include those? Everyone, they know that all content creators are telling people not to waste any resources on getting those ships, because you can't even scrap them, or you can't cloak them too, which, maybe the cloakable ones will get cloaking, given how there's such a hard on for cloaking around here, right now. So we should probably see some of that. Wish I had juice for that, but I don't. But I'm just wondering about, are they going to release the amalgam grind pathway? And does it have anything to do with scrapping? Which is, to me, just seems like it makes sense. but it doesn't mean that they're going to make sense just because I think it makes sense. Epics. So, and then, but we'll have to see. I'll have a video out about it all on Tuesday. I'll have a video about the Ark, so we'll have that. If there's a newly released mechanic that has a breakdown, I'll be breaking that down a little more. Of course, those are kind of the Tuesday Ark expectations. And then I'll be streaming too and talking about it. But it was a good idea. The connection between the amalgam and scrapping. Well, thank you, Luke. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I hope we, I hope it turns out to be like, y'all can be like, Lay Rooster predicted this. That'd be great. So it just makes sense. And there, I mean, with them posting the information about it, they're posting the info about scrapping ships is coming. It's going to be wider. If it was just the hijack ships, that would be a dumb thing to say. They can just, I mean, that could be like just a little note. Oh yeah, you can now scrap these ships. I mean, because it wouldn't matter. But so it needs to be more than that. So that's why I'm thinking. And we know that those things about the amalgam, and they've kind of shot themselves in the foot without telling us about the amalgam's pathway to earn, free to grind. And so it makes sense that they would be, and maybe it was like, it's such a secret wrapped up in an enigma, that kind of thing, because we've got it tied up in things we don't want to reveal. And so we, kind of messed with the community inadvertently. Then that would make some sense. Because I could see why people would think that they couldn't say something, because maybe there's a few things going on. It's just some of it, it's like, well, you want some things to make a little bit of sense in Star Trek and out of Star Trek and all that. Like, I'm thinking Deep Space Nine, space stations, the ability to dock and repair your ships somewhere, maybe whether that's in deep space or in multiple spaces, maybe move officers around at least on the ship, or maybe swap officers from home and a space station without having to go home, any of those kinds of things that would make sense for a space station, and those are all things that we need to have. And of course, they'll figure out ways to charge us or make us grind it pretty hard, or different things. But I'm like, that stuff would make sense, right? We recruit on the space section, and hopefully it's not stuff that is just in the deep space where you have to, where only people who can get to deep space can. Maybe there's some elements, but I don't know. These are the thoughts. We're dead again. But we're spending so much less on that Burrell. My Burrell can do about, what do we get? That's regular threat from beyond is done. Yay. And then we're probably ridiculous amounts from away. 117 points. So let's look here. 10 points for those 35s. We're getting like 40 every run, because otherwise I'd have to kill another 50 plus. So I want to. It makes sense. Go the 40 route. Have another one. So I mean, those are just stuff. Sorry. So I'm gonna run this one more time here, and I think at that point it might make sense just to finish Swarm Sunday via 32s. So and yes, maybe we will see more. Maybe we're going to see more Syndicate officers. I mean, they might as well have some more. Nunya, they need to let anyone transfer servers, even if you have to pay for it. Server 44 sucks, a big one. I hear you, Nunya. I don't agree with only being able to transfer from 12. I think at least it should be 14 if there's going to be a cap. I'm surprised they didn't monetize it, but I guess if you were able to like transfer to a dead server, I guess they're afraid of Krakens transferring to a dead server, destroying the leaderboards, taking everything that they can get somewhat for free, and then transferring back to another server where they couldn't have competed. Maybe that's the money thing they're worried about. I suspect they will always have some kind of level cap, but I do think it should be raised up to 14 at least, if not 15. I mean, yeah, you ain't breaking the game when you're level 14 or 15. I could see even a case for doing it at like 19, 20, something like that. So, let's see. But welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. So, let's see. Okay, well, I'm in here unless I get bumped, but there's 2 minutes, so I got time to get bumped. All right. This guy does not need to be in Midge. Let's go here. But I assume it has to do with money stuff and their economy concerns. But when I think more about leaderboards, that makes some sense because, right? Once people get powered up at certain catch points for leaderboards, pay $5, move to dead server number X, run leaderboards for a month, win them, come back, all that. Because Krakens will spend plenty of money. So, and they'll do that for a less advantage. So I don't know. I was very disappointed in the way the server set up. That Forever 14 that I have was always, I kept it at 14 before we had server transfers, and I was always, I assumed that I'd be able to move it at some point, and I was like, I'm capping it at 14. Eventually, server transfers will exist, and I'll be able to move it. I never thought it would be that, lower than 14 would be the cap. So, point row shouldn't be a bomb. Or row, or unless I don't know that they care about row. I think Scopely's trying to get it so that people ignore row. To tell you the truth, I mean, row is just our gentleman's agreement that exists on most servers, but it's all complicated. Because everything that the Scopely's doing is encouraging PvP, cloaking, sneakiness, evading. That's row busting. I think people will spend more money if we don't have row, because we'll be getting pissed off because somebody got us, and we feel like if I just buy this $100 pack, I can get this person back or something like that. And there'll be more people doing that. Because if we have more protections, through row, then it's a little too peace and harmony. So, but I think what they worry about is people spending less for reasons, and the leaderboards are made. Sometimes I'm like, well, why can't I just get a decent pay option for something like Picard, right? That just helps me out. It's like, instead they're gonna because even if I'm willing to pay like $99 pack for, okay, I've got Picard unlocked now and I can stop worrying about it and start just working on him slowly. If they do the auctions, then people like myself and others who want him and are like, I've saved up stuff, I'm willing to buy stuff to participate more, and maybe it takes you multiple times. Maybe I end up spending and buying multiple packs, or other people buy multiple packs, getting less than what they would if they just sold it to you off the thing, because there's a greater scarcity and demand, And in Australia, there are $160 packs. Yes, that is not good, as Conan sort of doesn't say. In the stream, but yeah, it's a rare. I don't buy the $99 packs very often. I do buy the allowance pack, the elite pack, once a month. That one has a lot of worth for me, but it's like that and the battle pass are like the things that I tend to spend on. And then I bought the amalgam. Part of that is because I was excited about it. I thought they were going to charge more for it. 100's enough, but that's kind of like, if I'm going to spend per ship, it's not going to be more than 100. So kind of have a hard fast rule on that. I was excited and about checking it out, and of course I'm a content creator, so I was looking at like being able to explore it with you guys versus us all talking about, wonder what's in that amalgam, that kind of thing. So that made it a little more fun. I'd be sitting on it. I wouldn't have it if I wasn't a content creator. because I just don't weld that hard. We're going into tax season as my first year of content creation too, so I'll be finding out how if that stuff is at all if there are any considerations for that, or if I just consider it sunk cost. So let's see. I don't know. You know, we might want to kill 4 here and then go to the 32 land and grind some of that. We'll see. Rather than blowing up. So, you know, find out. But there we go. And let's see. So we know we can kill 4. Our ship will fly there. Evo. Already in this? Ship is already there. Okay. He might have. Oh, he gave me a star because he had to bump me last time. So thanks, Steve. That's very kind. He usually will star me if I call out really early, which I appreciate. I mean, I'm not small enough that it's going to mean we're going to lose it. That is the other important consideration for people, I think. Okay, so that's the 4th one. We know I can't take a 5th one, like this. So, and I got a sliver of a hull. I'm going to go to Frista while we look, because, let's see here. I could obviously blow up, come back, and finish it. I only need 20 points. That means 10, but no, 20 points I think is 10 kills. I'm in the wrong event. So I need 77 points. So that is divided by 2. All right, so that's 36 kills here. Or 7. Okay, well we'll kill a few, blow, and then come on back and do that, because it makes sense to run it one more time this way. So let's go peeking. Go peeking for a 33 or better green, or an epic of pretty much anything. 33 and better, I think. That one's taken. Let's see. That 35 is taken. That one's taken. Okay. We're in Carpenter anyway, so we can. Looking a little bare. I bet in the next few hours that's going to change. But got 2 days on the grind for that part of the Stella, and I do. Right, I'm getting points, I guess. I haven't even paid attention to this part. We're going to end up switching ships, because I haven't done any Apex hunting, except for what I'm doing on the hostiles, and then but I'll use like the main ship running armadas, and the other one will trick out with like PMC and let it do its stuff once our Swarm Sunday activities are done. There. We can, well, if we kill 4, we get ourselves down to only needing to kill 7. So 7's a little much anyway, because that's 2 rounds with this little babe. I need the frequency modulators, or I'd like them. We'll use them eventually. But happy Sunday, folks. And look, are we blowing up? We didn't blow up. So that's its own good thing. We ain't running these midge ones is like always trying to survive. I was gonna say I could run that, but it'd be better for somebody who has a 6 slaughter. So all right, let's see here. Killing, and in here, let's see. We probably kill a few this way, but I don't know that we're gonna say illegals. Oh, yeah, hostiles. Oh yeah. Come here. And let's see. We're live for the moment. Are we gonna blow up? Let's see. The group in a second. I think we're gonna blow up pretty soon. Boom. Set this over here and let's look. All right, 65 points. So we got it down from 70. So now we need 7 kills, which 4 will give us 40 points. And then we need 25 kills. So that's 2 holes either way. So we might want to do it on the 35s because we can just do 4 and 4. Let's see, and we're gonna get it running. It's free. I'm gonna recall this and repair that one, and I'm going to go back to the 35 Swarm Monsters. Life hack. Use your emails to find back where you want to go, and there we go. Actually, sorry, I see the pip, the upgrade. I want to just double check as I get my ship back and make sure if it's like if we can upgrade one of the fighting components, which it looks like okay, we're nowhere near. Okay, we're fine. So not gonna worry about that part then. Apologies. All right, that's flying. Oh, from killing an apex. Okay, well, that's good. All right, so let's look at this. I need to get another cup of coffee, and I'm going to be right back. So don't go nowhere. Cthulhu will watch you with his velvety plushness. Little chair stream. All right, be right back. All right, I'm back. Baby Cthulhu's been watching you. Let's see. Harmonica said, "You seem very young to have gray hair. Is that the green screen too? I can imagine you with green hair." That is, God bless you. God bless you. I'm definitely one of those people who grayed early. That's for sure. And I have a lot. Well, my beard is like, looks like Santa if I let it get bushy, and gray hair and all that. So it's my gray. There's a lot. There's more in my beard than there is in my hair, but there's plenty in the hair, and all that. But bless you for considering me young. So I appreciate it. I'm not super old, but I'm not super young either. So let's see if I'm in this battle and all that. So I'd like to say I'm young at heart. So but I also don't dye my hair or anything. I've been dealing with that. I've had gray coming into my beard and my hair for a long time when I was young. And so I try to stay young at heart. Let's see, this ship's not. Okay, there we go. I appreciate it. So I'm happy I'm not losing my hair, but I have to take the consolation. I have to take the price of having a lot of gray hair in order to not be losing my hair. So seems like that was the trade-off for me. Let's see. We're gonna have to repair this. So go on back. Repair both of those ships. This one's coming in. Got some more coffee here. Alright. There we are. Alright, kill some stuff. We are getting closer to our transition to Twitch because the battle is coming in less than an hour. So I've just been trying to grind where I can on some of this stuff as well. It takes longer. Not having the Franklin A, not having the Max Franklin is making Swarm Sunday take longer. Of course, if I was using the Burrell, it's, I don't know, the time is similar. I'm paying less, I think, to use this baby Franklin more often, just because it costs so much in resources and speed up. But see here. Monica, Luke, you can imagine me with green hair. That is cool. It would look weird on the green screen, I imagine. I do try to fly my geek flag period in different ways, so that'd be cool. Right now, I'm looking on work stuff, so I want to make sure I could contemplate that, but I'm trying to make sure people think that they should hire or promote me and things like that. So right now, so I'm gonna watch it a little bit where I'm at. We'll look at the green hair later, but now knowing that I'm a content creator, I probably would have to choose something that's not green if I was gonna go coloring my hair excitedly. Just keying out. I mean, one of my favorite comic book characters, Green Lantern, and I've held off buying Green Lantern shirts because I'm like, they're not going to show up on the screen. So, Julie said, now I can imagine you as Santa too. Thank you. Yeah, well, the beard is pretty close trimmed right now, and I've been trying. It does, if I shave the beard or have it really close, it makes me look younger. And if I let it bush out and all that, it gets really white. It looks whiter than, I mean, I think it's technically a white gray. Or something, but it starts looking very Santa-ish. Plus, I need to get my my fat body out there and exercising a lot more so that people aren't going to be confusing me with Santa as well. So, all right, that's part of not a New Year's resolution, but stuff that I'll be working on. I'm expecting some changes in some of my schedule, which will affect my schedule here. Possibly for the better, or be more some different options, and then but also may give me some options for some different exercise stuff too. I'm hoping. Anyway, Mrs. Rooster trying to get me to join her in a running class that she does at a local park. I did it once with her. It was all right, and apparently it's some of the things I didn't like about it from before got better. I want to get myself back in. I went through a bunch of medical issues over the last couple of years during COVID. Not COVID, but just at the same time. And they affected me being able to get out there and be active. So now I'm past all those, thankfully. And I can start building up and getting back into some of those grooves. But they took my my walking game, my Harry Potter Wizards Unite, and they screwed it up and closed it because they couldn't run it right. So now I either have to play the Pokemon Go game. I've been playing the Pikmin Bloom thing, which is really passive. Start playing Pokemon Go, and that Witcher game is kind of fun. So things to encourage me walking around and playing video games, and all that. Probably get into that. Let's see here. All right, so this is shipping. He's not back yet. Okay. Let's look. It'll let me start. That thing's blowing up. I can at least start stuff with this. This isn't the worst. Let's get this out here. And we'll get the other one repairing. And I gotta flip. I'm gonna have to retrench my ships and flip them over for the territory battle soon. Get the Sark out and all that. See if I can move. So, I think we gotta do some shifting. Let's see. We're gonna look at. I think we're gonna finish this with this last. I need 15 points, so that is 2 35s. I can kill 4. It'll be done. We'll blow up on 4 and we'll go. That'll be done. And we'll transition over. I'll end up stopping here and immediately after I close an app and open an app and all that, relaunch from on Twitch so that we can do that and get ready for the territory battle. And then we'll continue doing our E-Modas and the E-Grind and other stuff like that and hanging out. Play some side games. Got the Star Trek. I'm playing Star Trek. I got the Stream Raider stuff, which I have a lot of fun with. You get popular, you won't be able to interact with everything your audience says, which is a big part of what makes you a great content creator. Maybe we shouldn't promote you to keep you to ourselves. Well, I hear you. I'll be able to interact some. I think I enjoy. Thank you for considering me a great content creator first and foremost. And I appreciate that. It would be nice. I mean, I want to get YouTube turned on enough so that it's giving me some passive ad revenue from the videos and stuff. That'll help promote, and then some more subscribers and stuff on the Twitch side. Those things would help. Just a little bit of a regular stream of income. I don't have to be super big. I do want to get all the get the partner status here at YouTube and all that. So unless I take off really big, like you're saying. I'm probably always going to be working, and doing this big time on the weekends and in the evenings after work. It's just that some of my work schedule may change a little, which might give me different times, and all that. There we go. Port. Move. There we go. But anyway, I appreciate it. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys here on YouTube and on Twitch and playing some of those side games and all that different stuff, playing some occasional other games, and making the videos and interacting. So it's a lot of fun. It's rewarding, but I would like it to to give me some side hustle money. I mean, it does a little, but I would like it to improve a bit. It would be nice if I can ever get if Scopely were thank you, Bobby. Thank you all the best. Yeah, if I can get Scopely to kind of give me a little more recognition, and maybe if I just know when the ARC's coming, and I can perhaps like plan to take vacation days off on ARC release days, then I can make my videos and stream on those days earlier, and get that stuff out. That would be a nice thing I'm looking forward to, and it'll make sense. I mean, taking a day of my vacation will make sense if I'm making more more support as a content creator, because you don't want to, but that would be fun. Let's see here. I appreciate all y'all. It's been great. These streams are growing, and the subscribers are growing. If you haven't subscribed here on YouTube, please do. Remember to like that video as well. This video and future videos. You know, you can put comments on the video. It'll be posted as a captured, you know, video on demand after I end, and then you can put comments there, which comments and likes really boost us through the algorithm. Right now, we're not worried. I'm trying to get to my first 500 and then 1,000 subscribers, so it's not. There's not a threat of me not being able to interact with you guys on the chat. But I'll end up getting more mods to help with some stuff so that I can focus on chat and game. This game is good for talking to folks and playing as well, in my opinion. So some games are not as good. I mean, I've been streaming and playing some other games too. So, but the chat is too important. You know, can't have it. I mean, not running around having fun if I'm ignoring chat. That's not what gonna happen. Rev level busy is a long way off. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You know, and I remember Rev's, when I started following Rev, he was still working, you know, and doing it on the side and all that, you know, and maybe we get there, but it's a long way off. So let's do some promotion now, and then we can worry about it as it gets, you know, a little. You can remind me of this discussion, Harmonica Luke, and we can talk about that. You were like, who needs 3 gold toilets? You can live with 2, that kind of thing, when we have that discussion. So yeah. I'm trying to get into the game a little bit more and all that. All right, we got the 35s. It took forever-ish, but there we go. Got a little biotics. I'm gonna eventually. We'll see if I break down and fast forward the Franklin A. I was kind of hoping that there's gonna be an event where if I build the Franklin A, I get points towards in a battle pass or something. That would tempt me very hard to just burn speed ups to finish it. That kind of thing. All right. So, but they don't always have things like that. Same thing with like building a Stella. There should be build a Stella part of this stuff. You know, and all that. So I'm putting the Twitch link out there because we are going to start prepping to transition. I hope you'll give a follow. Follows are like subscribes here on YouTube, on Twitch. They're free. They help. You know, then you know I'm on and it's easier to find me in both places. So I hope you'll consider doing both. And of course, you can feel free to support via merch links, via direct donate tips and stuff if you feel so inclined, but no obligations on that stuff. Just liking the videos, giving comments, and also coming in here and chatting with me in my various streams is super appreciated and does a lot to help support and promote me. So I appreciate it. We're just starting to get some announcements. People are sending me emails and they're starting to see the YouTubes and starting to say, maybe we can sponsor you to do this or this, you know, so that stuff is beginning. So I'll look and see. I don't want to take any crap sponsorships, but decent ones would be okay. And we'll see what we can do. So let's get in there. We've got territory defense at the top of the hour. So I'm going to be flipping. I'm not getting out of this seat. I'm just going to close the YouTube, open up the software that I use for Twitch, which is different, change my music over. We'll be coming on, and I'll flip over, and we're going to continue doing some Armada stuff and prepping for the battle. And we'll find out. So I hope you'll be hanging out with me over there at the Twitch link. So we're going to go over there, and I'm going to go there now. And y'all have been lovely. So as usual. So thank you so much. You can count on this on Sundays. But let's make sure you also kind of come in on Twitch too. Don't forget the Saturday Twitches. They're the same time as this, so hopefully you catch those as well. Anyway, thank you, Luke, for the good stream. And yes, you bet. So we're going to sign off, and I'm going to go pop over on Twitch, and we're going to do battles, and then we're also going to do some Stream Raiders and some Pokemon community games, so stuff like that. So let's go have fun.